So welcome to this Blueprint Pro What's Working Now workshop. This is the January workshop, and we're kicking things off with a topic that's been quite popular with a lot of the members. We asked around and we tried to find out what people wanted to hear about as we kick off 2015, and a lot of people told us they wanted to know what we would do if we had to start from scratch all over again. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today. And we've also, excitingly, we've got the release of our keyword tool, NetBlaze. Sorry, not NetBlaze, I keep calling it that, but that's a different project. Keyword Blaze 2, okay? So you're going to have access to that as of today. We're going to be doing a live demonstration with that later on in the call. You're going to see how powerful it is, and we've got Chris on the line with us who's been facilitating with a lot of the development of that, so he's going to be walking you through that a little bit later as well. Now, anyway, into today's content, we're going to be talking about the truth about the perfect start from scratch plan. So I've got a few thoughts about that, and I know Steve shares them with me as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can get prepared to really kick this year off with a bang, because you need to hit the ground running. Potential monetization methods, we're going to talk about what types of things you can do and how much you can earn from each method, and then we're going to talk about the fallback plan. Okay, so a plan, something that you can work on if you don't have any other kind of plan happening already, and then at the end we will be releasing the newest tool, Keyword Blaze, as I mentioned, and taking questions. So anyway, let's dive into this. So the very first thing I want to say is that it's impossible to make one plan that's right for absolutely everyone, because it depends on so many things. How much time do you have available? You know, how much money do you have to invest in starting your business? There's some things you can do online which would require thousands of dollars of initial investment, and there's other things you can do which are completely free. And I'm going to be talking about different options here, and the training that's available in the members area. Also, what's your end game? I mean, where do you want to get to? Do you want to get to the point where you're earning $10,000 a month, or do you want to get to the point where you're earning $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month? Obviously, most people want more, but some people are happy initially just to be able to quit their day job or get a solid, steady income coming in, which might even be on the lower end of that spectrum. So before you do absolutely anything, you need to get ready for massive action, okay? Because if you fail to prepare, then you're really preparing to fail. And that's a Benjamin Franklin quote about preparation that I always like, because the projects that have succeeded most for me are the ones I've been extremely well prepared for, okay? And the ones that have failed have been the ones that I've kind of just, willy-nilly jumped into, okay? So you got to be prepared, and the way that I recommend that you get prepared is just remove all distractions. Remember, if you're starting from scratch, if you're working on a new project, you're going to be getting distractions every single day. It's kind of the nature of the beast with internet marketing, because you're probably on a whole bunch of different email marketing lists, and it's natural to be distracted, because a lot of the people you're getting emails from are expert marketers and they know how to distract you. So what we always recommend is that you just unsubscribe from email lists that are wasting your time, or maybe they're not wasting your time, but they're just a distraction, okay? And you kind of need to be ruthless with this. Remember, you can always get back on an email list, okay? So I would highly recommend unsubscribing from distractions and email lists that you don't really use anymore. Set aside work time slots. So what I mean by this are times during the day when you can just work on your business, and you should set it up in such a way so that you cannot be interrupted in these moments of time. So for example, if you live in a house and you've got children running around, then maybe there's a couple of hours each day when it can be your time, when you lock yourself in a room and you just focus on your business. Or what I used to do was get up early, so get up before going to work, and that was my work time. That was my time slot. So I knew that I could get 2 hours of work done every single day. And then also part of getting organized is to make a critical task list, and this is to list out the most important tasks that you need to get done in order to get your business making you money. And that's a really, really important one. This is something I still do every single day. I've got a critical task list. It's kind of like my to-do list. I've got the most important tasks that I need to get done, and I focus on them first. Okay, so ordering your tasks, what do you need to get done, which is the most important thing, and then just going for it. So the next thing I like to do, and again I do this every single day, I allocate time to different tasks. So for example, if I'm working on niche research, maybe I'll say, you know what, in 60 minutes time I'm going to have a list of different niche opportunities. And by setting myself a deadline, I can just pump these things out. What always seems to happen when I don't do this is that the work that I'm doing tends to expand to fill up the time that's available. Okay, so by setting yourself hard and fast deadlines for time, allocating times to your tasks, you become super productive. Okay, so 20 minutes to install a WordPress website, for example. And one thing that you can do, and this is another technique I've spoken about in the past, is to use the Pomodoro technique. And this is basically breaking up your work into 20-minute slots. So put a kitchen timer, countdown timer on for 20 minutes, and then just go for it. Get as much as you can do done in 20 minutes, and then take a 10-minute break, and then do it again. That works really, really well. And then just becoming unstoppable. You really have to adopt a no-failure mindset with this, because it's inevitable that your process, your progress towards success is going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. Okay, and by just having this, you're going to succeed one way or another. It doesn't matter what you come up against, because as long as you take small steps forward, you'll always get to the finish line. I remember when I was getting started with e-commerce websites about 7 or 8 years ago now, and it was difficult at first, because I was in New Zealand and I was trying to set up a business in the United States, and it was hard for me to get that set up. But I knew that one way or another I was going to make it work, and I wasn't going to stop until it worked. And just having that mindset, that unstoppable mindset, really, really helped me. I mean, if you're doing internet marketing, then you know that it's possible to succeed. You just have to keep going and become that unstoppable person. So I thought it might be interesting to share with you a little bit about how I plan my day. And this is something that's helped me a lot over the years, and it's something that I've got a lot better at probably over the last 3 or 4 years. I like to do the hardest job first, and it doesn't mean it's the most difficult, it just means it's the most psychologically challenging. So again, using the e-commerce example, the thing that used to get me was picking up the phone and calling suppliers. And that was, so what I started to do was, that was the job I did first. And it wasn't difficult, it was just something I kept on putting off because I didn't like talking to suppliers, okay? But that's still the same thing that I do these days. I put the hardest job first, the one that I just want to get out of the way, and I break my day into these time slots. I blast out content. It makes you super productive. And another thing that can have a dramatic impact on your productivity is when you check emails. So I only check my emails at certain times per day. You might want to do this 2 times or 3 times perhaps. A good way to do it is to say, check them first thing in the morning, check them in the middle of the day, and check them in the evening. 3 times, but no more than that. And ideally even less, just a couple of times, ideally. Remove yourself from distractions and make sure people know that they can't interrupt you. So when I was starting out online, people used to talk to me as if it was just a hobby. And I started working from home. Even when I got to the point where I'd quit my day job, I was already earning 6 figures. And people still used to treat it, talk to me as if I had some funny internet hobby thing going on. And they used to think I could just do anything at any moment in time. So a classic example was, someone would be shifting home, or someone would be visiting me, and they would just think that I had all day, every day free to do whatever I wanted with anyone else. And it just did not help. I mean, you've got to start treating it really like a business, not like a hobby, and make sure people know that. So I would say to people, look, I can't come out during the middle of the day because I'm working, and it helped a lot. And then just work out your most productive time of the day and use that to your advantage. So for me, it's early in the morning. When I'm really busy, when I'm with big tasks that need to be done, I get up a little bit earlier and I pump out probably more work in the first couple of hours than I do in the rest of the day. So that's a little bit about how I plan my day anyway. So I want to talk about different monetization options here, because this workshop today really is about what I would do if I started from scratch. And as I mentioned, it will be different for everyone, but at least I can give you a bit of an overview about what your options are, and then help you decide on the best way to go forward. And we'll be able to take questions at the end as well. So with monetization options online, there are really probably, 7, 8 different things. And if you really boil it down, there's probably even less, because you could say that white label e-commerce and dropship e-commerce are just all kind of under the e-commerce umbrella, if you like. But affiliate marketing, Kindle, white label e-commerce, by that we mean selling your own product on Amazon. Dropship e-commerce, search engine marketing, that's helping local businesses. Creating info products, so creating your own product and selling it. Selling things on Fiverr, AdSense, and yes, AdSense still can work. I was speaking to someone recently who does about $20,000 a month with AdSense, which is obviously a decent chunk of change. And then selling yourself, and by that I just mean services. So if you're a designer, selling your design skills on places like Elance and so on and so forth. Affiliate marketing. Now, the realistic projection for a business, and this is all my, this is all my opinion. Different people will say different things, but a realistic projection for an affiliate marketing business that's 100% related to affiliate marketing is probably around about $50,000 per year. When you get that humming along, obviously you can do a lot more than that, but a conservative number to look at is $50,000 per year, and you're going to be looking at somewhere in the vicinity, somewhere in the range of $500 to $1,000 per month per website. Okay. Now, there are some things that I love about affiliate marketing, and there are some things that are kind of annoying. The first thing is that affiliate marketing is the real, true, hands-off internet marketing business. I mean, this is the way that we kind of always wanted internet marketing to be. Hands-off, set and forget website. Another thing that I loved about, I still love about affiliate marketing is that there's not really any people contact involved. It's all set up a website, start selling products, make money, and it's easy to manage 10 or more websites. I mean, it's literally, basically using a template and cranking out good quality websites, and you own the website as well. So as opposed to something like selling physical products on Amazon where you don't own the website, you actually do own your own affiliate marketing website. So you can control it 100%. And the other beauty is that it's extremely sellable. Okay, I've sold loads of affiliate marketing websites. I've sold many affiliate marketing websites. The last affiliate marketing website that I sold for around about $30,000. So these are things that you can sell for a quick, influx of cash when you need to, and the startup costs are extremely low. Okay, so that's some of the positives, and I want you to think about these as we're going through, because it's really up to you what you choose. Okay, the cons are that it's hard to use paid traffic. Okay, so traditional methods of traffic like Google AdWords, pay-per-click advertising, it's sometimes hard to send this kind of traffic to affiliate websites because of the style of websites. And it depends on someone else's product. So, we had a case recently, actually, I was talking to Chris, and all of a sudden the commissions that he was getting paid were a lot less than what he normally got paid. It turned out to be a mistake, but the reality is that you don't control the product, you don't control the commissions, you don't control the price of the product, so you're kind of in someone else's hands. Okay, so it depends on someone else. That's some of the pros and cons of affiliate marketing. Does that make sense to everyone so far? Just type yes in the chat box if this is all making sense so far. I want to make sure that we're not going too fast here. And of course, there will be lots of time for questions at the end as well. Okay, perfect. All right, thanks for that, guys. So that's affiliate marketing, and the realistic projection is about $50,000 per year. Now, Kindle, the realistic projection for this one, I think, is around about $20,000 per year. Okay, and the reason, sort of the earnings per book, I've taken here another conservative approach, a couple $100 per month. So it could be, you know, $500 for a good book, or it could be $50 for a book that doesn't sell many. But $200 per month is a good conservative estimate of what you could earn from Kindle. So, you know, if you've got 10 books up, each earning $200 per month, you're at $20,000 per year. Some of the pros and cons, again, it's pretty much 100% hands-off. I mean, some of you may know that my wife has got a Kindle business, and it basically pays for all our travel, all our vacations. It's really a lifestyle business. It gives us that cash that we can just use whenever we want to travel around and stay in nice hotels and things like that. But it's pretty much 100% hands-off. In fact, she hardly even touches that business these days. There's no people contact with Kindle. You don't have to worry about dealing with customers or anything like that, because, I mean, you just don't have to do it. It's the nature of the beast. And it is fairly scalable, because once you get a book up and running, once it's got good rankings and making sales, you can easily launch more and more books. Now, the downside of Kindle is that you need reviews initially. You need to get reviews so that you can get your book, making more money more quickly and getting ranked. And we like to use our friends and family as a review network for us, but there's only, I mean, you can only take that so far. So it is scalable, but it does have a bit of a limitation with the reviews. Obviously, there's ways around that as well, though. It is a sellable asset, and you can build up a brand. Okay, so they are options. Selling it can be a bit tricky because you'd probably have to sell your Amazon account, essentially, but it can be done. It is an option. Very, very low startup costs. I mean, you can write the Kindle book yourself, so Kindle would have even lower startup costs than affiliate marketing, generally speaking. Affiliate marketing could also be free, but with Kindle you can easily write the book yourself, or you can outsource it for 100 or 150, 200 bucks. Okay, Amazon has all the traffic already, so you're just tapping into Amazon's ecosystem. You don't have to worry about Google or anything like that, because Amazon has all the traffic. Okay, now the cons for Kindle is that it's hard to use paid traffic, and the reason it is hard is because you're earning such a low amount on each book that you launch. You might earn $2 for each book that you sell. Okay, so because of that, it's quite hard to use paid traffic. We've tried quite a few different types of paid traffic to Kindle, and we found it very difficult to run at a profit. You need to manipulate reviews initially because reviews kind of make or break your momentum at the beginning, and your success and failure ultimately depends on Amazon. It's not 100% in your control, and Amazon can change things. Like, I'll give you an example. Around about 1 year ago, I think it was, or maybe 6 months ago, Amazon introduced something called the Kindle Lenders Library and Kindle Unlimited. It's not that they just introduced it, but they started really pushing it hard, and this had a detrimental impact on a lot of people's sales. So we couldn't control any of that, and in fact it actually worked out quite favorably for us because of the niche we're in. A lot of people were lending and borrowing and things like that, but for a lot of other people it hurt their sales. So this is a downside of when you're depending on Kindle or Amazon or anyone else for that matter for your business. Okay, so that's basically Kindle in a nutshell. We've got affiliate marketing, realistic projection, 50 grand per year quite easily. Kindle, 20,000 per year quite easily. Okay, white label e-commerce. This is an extremely exciting one for a few different reasons. And the first is that you've got a realistic projection of $300,000 per year. You can get to that very, very quickly. Okay, that's the kind of income that you could build in a 12-month period. Now, we base that on earning about $2,000 per product per month, and again, that's profit, and that's again quite a conservative estimate. Okay, So the positives for white label e-commerce is that gigantic growth is possible. Okay, I mean you can literally be doing $1 million per month in sales. I mean that's very, very, very possible if you want to scale it. It's seen by friends and family as like a real business, because if you're selling some kind of product, you can say, hey, you know, I've developed this product, I'm selling it on Amazon, check it out. You know, and people kind of understand it, and you get a lot of street cred, you get a lot of respect for that. Whereas with Kindle and affiliate marketing, at least in my case, you know, my friends and family don't take that as seriously as they should. It's still a six-figure business, but you know, people tend to understand e-commerce a little bit more. Now, white label is also a very sellable asset because you know, you're making a lot of money, and you can be building a big brand from it. So you could literally build out an entire brand, and then you could sell the whole thing for 6 or 7 figures or more. Okay, so it's very sellable, and it's very scalable. Okay, Amazon again has the traffic in its own ecosystem, and this is again the pros and cons of Amazon, is that because Amazon has the traffic and because you're relying on Amazon, Amazon can also kind of close you down anytime they want to, in theory. It is a little bit of a hands-on business. It's not 100% hands-off. I mean, you have to be the one that's dealing with suppliers. Ultimately, if there's customer complaints, you're the one that has to deal to them. And, you know, it's not 100% hands-off like Kindle or affiliate marketing. Amazon, again, ultimately calls the shots. They can make changes at any given time. They can all of a sudden say, look, you know, you can't use that picture, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, and you can be kind of screwed. Okay, so that's another one of the cons. It takes time and money. It costs time and money to get started. Typically, it takes around about 3 months to get up and running and making money with white label e-commerce. So that's something you've got to take into consideration. And also, inventory could cost at the low end, you know, several $100s, but at the high end, several thousand, depending on what product you're selling. Cash flow is something that becomes a problem for most people with white label, because when you start scaling your business, you need to buy more and more and more products, and it takes a while before the cash you've got coming in starts to catch up to the cash you've got going out. So cash flow is a bit of a problem for some people when they're scaling this business. Okay, so that's white label in a nutshell. It's something we love at the moment because it's very easy to make money with white label. So we're kind of recommending this. This is one of the, by the way, if you're probably aware that we've got a Blueprint Academy program. That's our sort of our coaching, mentoring program, and white label is what we're really pushing people to get started with there, because it is a very, very good, very predictable business model right now. And that leads on to dropship e-commerce. And this dropship e-commerce, if you're not familiar with what it is, let me show you one of our websites here. This is a website which we often use as an example, and it's our website which sells train horns. Okay, so here you can see we're selling these train horns. Some of them cost several $100s, and when we sell one, we make a couple of $100 profit. Okay, so this website's been around for a few years. It's made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's an example of what drop shipping is all about. Okay, so again, you could earn $3,000 per website per month. That's very, very realistic, and you could earn $150,000 per year from your business. Okay, some of the pros: it's a low-cost startup option, so you don't have to have any money on the table of your own at all to begin with, because you don't have to buy inventory. Okay. It's almost hands-off. It's not entirely hands-off, because you still have to kind of be the middleman, pass on the orders to the manufacturer, but you know, it's a reasonably hands-off business. Again, it's seen by friends and family as being a real business, and you are definitely building up a very, very sellable asset. We sold one of our websites for about $160,000 a little while ago. One of these websites, very similar to the train horn website that I just showed you. It is very scalable, because if you get 3 or 4 of these websites, you could be doing, you know, $10,000, $20,000 per month quite easily. Okay. Now the cons are that you need to control the traffic yourself. You can't tap into Amazon's ecosystem of traffic for this quite so easily. I mean, you could still be selling the products on Amazon, but you know, generally speaking, you're going to be the one that's responsible for driving traffic to your website, and that can be a little bit more work. Okay, but that's dropship e-commerce. I still love dropship e-commerce. It's something that you know, really changed my business a lot a few years ago, and it's still kind of near and dear to my heart, I guess you could say. So that's another one of the options. And then you've got local marketing, search engine marketing, SEM. This is something that you could easily turn into a six-figure business. Okay, so it's easy to get clients who are paying you $500 per month, and you know, if you get 10 or 15 of those, then and by the way, 500 is at the low end, then you've got a six-figure business. Now, the pros is that there is an insane demand for this. Okay, every local business needs you. Every local business needs people that have got your skills. And it's easy to find customers. I mean, you can just walk into the shop and tell them that you're a search engine marketing expert, and you can have a customer. Okay, it's great for diversifying your income, and it's easy for customer retention. Now, because it's easy to show your value month in, month out. It's very, very outsourceable once you get it set up. So, you know, one of the things that we offer our customers for this is setting up Google Places listings, okay, and it's something that can be outsourced quite easily. You know, we have our team in Pakistan actually setting up Google Place listings and SEOing local businesses in the United States, so you don't have to be the one doing all the donkey work. It's also seen by friends and family as a real business because you've got real local customers, okay, and you can build a real nice local business website. Okay, it's also extremely sellable because when you get this thing up and running, I mean, it's like a physical business. You can even have a shop that people come into if you want to. Of course, you don't need that, but it's a possibility. Now, the cons are that you're dealing with people. Okay, so you know, it's not for everyone, and it's not as scalable because you're going to hit a glass ceiling where you can't really take it much bigger, and at least without getting a lot of help. So it's not as scalable as some of the other options, and it's definitely not hands-off. It's extremely hands-on. Okay, so that's local marketing, and I'm going to keep chugging through these. Info product creation, realistic projection here, $50,000 to $200,000 per year. Monthly income is extremely variable. For example, you could launch a product. It could be an internet marketing product. It could be a product about weight loss. It could be a product about how to make wine in your garage, if you want to do that, or whatever it is. But you know, the money can come in a big lump sum, or it can come in steadily over time. It really depends on what kind of product that you're creating. Now, the pros of this are that you are 100% in control. And by the way, one example of an info product is Blueprint Pro. Okay, that's an info product that we've got that you're a part of. Okay, so the pros are that you are 100% in control of this. You can control everything. You control the price, the content, how it's sold, where it's sold, who it gets sold to, everything, and that's brilliant from a marketing standpoint. You can also leverage affiliates, so you can have other people selling your product for you, and I mean, this is a great way to ramp up sales in a very, very quick way. Okay, and you can be selling products through multiple channels all at the same time. It's not that you're limited to just selling it in one place. I mean, you could be selling it in a whole range of different ways, and it's a very, very sellable asset. Okay, if you create a product, then you can basically anything that's got an income that you can transfer to someone else is going to be sellable. Okay, so it's very, very sellable, and it can become hands-off later. So if you're looking through ClickBank, a lot of the different products on there are weight loss or how to stop snoring or whatever it may be. But these are products that people set up, they just leave them running on autopilot, and it makes them money. Now, the cons is that it can be a lot of work up front. So you could be working for several months or more before you even know if you're going to sell a single thing. Okay, so it could be a complete failure. If you do it the right way, it probably won't be a failure, but it could potentially be a complete failure, and it can be a costly exercise because you know, quite often you have to pay for marketing expertise like writing sales copy. So it's not quite as scalable, but again, you can make a lot of money from this, and You know, it will vary what niche you're in, but again, it's one of the options on the table. And then we've got Fiverr. Now, one of the things with, by the way, with all these different monetization methods, we are going to be bringing as many of them, cheat sheets for as many of them as possible into the members area. Okay, so you're going to have access to as many of these as possible. The Fiverr cash flow cheat sheet is it's in progress right now. It's being worked on as we speak, and Fiverr is an interesting one because it's got a realistic earning projection of maybe $5,000 to $10,000 per year, but it's something that you can get started very, very quickly, and it's a good way to bring in a bit of extra pocket money. So it's not going to make you a millionaire, but you know, it can still do well. So from each Fiverr gig, for each Fiverr offer, each product that you're selling on Fiverr, you could make $150 per month. That's very conservative, very realistic, and absolutely doable. Now, the pros and cons of Fiverr is that the pros, first of all, it's extremely hands-off. Okay, you don't have to deal with people, very, very low startup costs, I mean, basically zilch, and you can start earning tomorrow. Now, the cons are that it's, you know, is it sustainable over a long period of time? Not really sure because I haven't been doing it long enough. Earnings are so low on each sale, okay, and you don't really have a sellable asset necessarily. I mean, in theory you could do, but because the earnings are so low, it's probably not as sellable as some of the other different methods that we've been talking about. But Fiverr is an interesting one, and you can definitely earn several $100s per month from this very, very easily. So it's something to think about by all means, and we will have that cheat sheet available for you in about, I don't know, maybe this month or next month. Okay. Now, AdSense, realistic projection, again, around about $25,000 per year, but it could be much more than this. Now, $500 per month per site. Let me show you one of one of our AdSense sites, and chances are you've seen this one in the past. But cdltraininghub.com still earns us money every single day from AdSense, okay? And you can see different ads here. This is obviously in French because I'm in France at the moment. But, you know, it's a good website that brings in money every single day, okay? So AdSense still works, and you can earn some decent money with it. By the way, if you want to learn how to make these types of websites, this is an AdSense website, you do have the guide available for this in the Blueprint Pro members area. I'll show you where that is in just a second. And if someone could remind me about that, then that would be great. But yeah, you do have it available, so you can actually see me how I built that website from scratch completely in front of you. Okay, so AdSense, 100% hands-off. I mean, that website, I haven't touched it in literally in years. Okay, zero people contact, very, very low startup costs. It's dead easy, somewhat scalable. I mean, you can build new websites, but the cons are that you do have to create content. You're relying on Google for the most part. It's hard to send paid traffic because, again, you're earning a very small amount of money. You're earning, you know, pennies per click, essentially. But, you know, it's something that you can do well. And some different people that I've spoken to lately have recently have been earning at a rate of about $20,000 per month from AdSense. So if you scale this up, or if you get a website that's got a lot of traffic, then you can still make a lot of money from it. Okay. And then the last one that I want to talk about is selling yourself. So selling your services. Now, this is something that could get you to $50,000 to $100,000 per year, maybe $4,000 per month. The pros about this is that if you've got some kind of expertise, like maybe you're a photographer or a graphic designer, or I don't know, you write articles for people, then you can start making money tomorrow. Okay, and you can be at a run rate of $60,000 per year next week. Okay, and by run rate, I just mean, you know, how much you're earning per week. So, you know, you get instant gratification. You do a job, you get paid. But the cons is that it's not hands-off income. It's 100% hands-on income. You have to do everything. It's boom and bust because you do one project, the project finishes, and then you're back down to zero. Okay, I mean, you're trading your hours for dollars. So It's not something that I'm a big fan of, and I would recommend you to steer clear of it because it's going to be very, very limiting for you over the long run. It's not really sellable and it's not really scalable unless you start hiring a whole team, which is a little bit different. But it is one of the options, so I wanted to at least mention it to you. Okay, so they are the options, and there's a lot of them. Okay, just before I continue, did that make sense to everyone? I need to grab myself a glass of water here as well. Just type in the chat box, guys, if this is all making sense. We've been through a lot of different options here, and I'm going to sum all this up now for you and give you a couple of recommendations. And Chris, by the way, if you could go ahead and open, just have ready to open the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet and the Kindle cash flow cheat sheet, that'll be great. We can show this. We can show this to people shortly. Anyway, where do you begin? The couple of things to consider here is there one thing that you're particularly passionate about? Do you love one of these business models? Because if you do, then maybe you should start with that. If there's, or similarly, if there's one thing that you're particularly good at, like if you're really good at communicating with people, and you've got a reasonably good understanding of internet marketing, then perhaps you want to offer local marketing as a service, because you could earn a lot of money with that in a short amount of time. Or if there's, again, if you're passionate about e-commerce, then maybe you want to get started with that. If you're passionate about Kindle, then get started with that. If, however, you're not particularly, extremely good at one thing in particular, or if you're not extremely passionate about something and you just want to start making money and you don't really care what it is, then I've got one recommendation for you. And the recommendation I've got is to, again, I mean, there's literally a million different ways you can do this. This is just one recommendation, and the reason I'm recommending it is because we've got an extremely good guide in the members area already. So affiliate marketing is a really good way to make money, okay? And it's easy to get to $500 per month in a very, very short space of time. In fact, you could build a $500 per month income in just a couple of months' time. Okay, I'm going to show you how in just a second, and we're actually going to start working through a bit of an exercise here, getting you, showing you how you can start doing this. So what I would do, and again, this is just one option. I mean, there's a million different ways you could do it, but potentially you could start off with an affiliate marketing website, build a $500 to $1,000 per month income in the next few months. And then once you've got that money, once you've got that income coming in, invest it into white label e-commerce. So start selling your own physical products on Amazon. And we're going to have a white label cash flow cheat sheet released around about April. Okay, so we're pretty excited about that because there's a lot of people that are interested in doing it, but they don't know how to do it. You're going to get a cheat sheet for that as part of Blueprint Pro. Okay, so it is coming your way in the next few months. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this affiliate marketing thing. The affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet is a comprehensive document. Okay, it's about 100 pages long, and it is extremely thorough. It works you through everything. It's 100% up to date, and it's available to you right now in the members area. So just to show you where it is, this is the members area here. If you come to cash flow cheat sheets, click on that, and here you've got the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet. Here you can see it, you can download it, and it's extremely comprehensive. Let me just actually just download this. I'll just open it up here. It might take a while because it's a big document, but extremely comprehensive. And just read through it from start to finish, and then take action and implement. Now, when you get started, you're going to find a 5-step quick start instructions on page 8. Okay, I'll see if I can bring that up for you in a moment. And you're going to find information about how to choose your niche on page 13. Okay, so use woodworkingtipsonline.com as an example. This is a woodworking website that I set up a while ago. Pull it up here. it earns money. As you can see, it was set up in September 2012. It still earns money every single week. Okay, and you can use this as an example of what your website could look like, just as you work through the cash flow cheat sheet, you'll find out how you can set one of these things up. Okay, so this here's the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet, and let me just scroll down here to page 8. As you can see, extremely comprehensive. We've got a quick start roadmap here. So this is how you get started and how you make money very, very quickly. Okay, so have a read through that. Again, on page 13, it shows you how to find your niche. Let's see. Here's got examples about different niches, and we can dive into this a little bit more in just a second. In fact, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different niches that are pretty much all money makers. Okay, so anyway, that's how you would get started. And the other thing that you've got is Authority Hybrid Elite. Now, this is a program that sold for around about $1,700, maybe $2,000 a little while ago, but you've actually got access to that. So if I come back into the members area, I just want to show you where all the stuff is. That one's actually in the archive. Okay, so if you come into the archive and come to Money Making Systems, and then come to Authority Hybrid Elite, that is where you can register and get access. Now, in Authority Hybrid Elite, this here is the website that was built. It was built right in front of people. It was I think a 12 or 13 week course, and each week we did one little part of the website until it was up and running and making money. Okay, so anyway, this here is a great example that you can use. And as you can see, there's actually 17 over-the-shoulder e-classes. So it's all done in front of you in 17 weeks. And the information in the cash flow cheat sheet is 100% up to date. So use that as your guide. If you need supplementary training on how to do things, video training, then you can refer to Authority Hybrid Elite. Okay, and you've got the private Facebook group which you can use to ask questions. Okay, now I was going to take a look inside Authority Hybrid Elite, but I'm not actually logged into it at the moment. I'll see if I can pull it up at the end if anyone is interested. But it's got its own members area, and everything is already in there. You can just start working through the training, and that's available to you, only to you, as a Blueprint Pro member. Okay. So anyway, this is inside the cash flow cheat sheet, and this is on page 8. As you can see, it shows you step 1. It shows you how to get started. So niche and keyword research. List 10 to 20 profitable niches. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then whittle them down to 3 sites, 3 different websites. And then look for keywords. So here we've got buying keywords, we've got informational keywords, and start building out a visitor profile. So I'm not going to read this word for word because you've got it available to you inside the members area already. 10 to 20 potential niches. Here are 20 niches that are guaranteed to make you money. If you don't know what to do, get into one of these niches and you will make money. Okay, golf, fitness, muscle building, acne, snoring, travel, internet businesses, kids education, Halloween, learning Spanish, playing guitar, photography, antivirus, detox, gardening, cooking, back pain, homemade beer, green living, stock trading. I mean, you can make money in all of these niches. I can absolutely guarantee it. The next step is keyword research. Okay, so we've got Keyword Blaze 2, which is the new keyword tool which you're going to have available to you today. Okay, that's only available to Blueprint Pro members. You cannot get that anywhere else. You can't buy it, you can't download it, you can't use it unless you're a Blueprint Pro member. Okay, and use that to identify some target keywords. We're going to actually go through this example in just a second, and then you can check your trends. So is there an upward trend? Is it seasonal? And you can use Google Trends to do this, or you can even use our keyword tool to do this as well. And what you want to start doing is build out a list of target keywords. So the way that we like to do it is to kind of divide it up, and here we can see this is a good one. We've got product-related keywords. It's like Ted's woodworking. Let me just see. So recommended reading, Ted McGrath, Ted's woodworking, woodworking for home. These are product keywords, okay? And then we've got informational keywords about each one of these, all right? So this is, just examples of the different types of keywords that you can choose. And you want to have a mixture, and we aim for around about 20 keywords in total on your websites. Now, a little tip, keyword valuation formula, you can quite quickly work out how much money you stand to make from your website by working out how much you could make from each keyword. Now the way that we do it is we say search volume multiplied by how much search volume you can actually get, multiplied by the conversion rate, multiplied by the conversion value. So let's say, for example, that you can get 5,000 searches to your website each. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Let's say that you've identified a keyword and it gets 5,000 searches per month, okay? And you assume that you can get 5% of that because you're not going to get all of it. But if you get a good ranking in Google, you might be able to get 5% of it. And then that traffic that comes to your website, let's say you've got a 1% conversion. So 1 out of 100 is going to convert, and you're making $50 per sale. That one keyword would be worth $125 per month. Now, if you've got 4 of those keywords, you're already at $500 per month. Okay? Does that make sense to people? I just want to make sure, just type yes in the chat box if that kind of makes sense. We can probably do a real example of how to use that equation as we, okay, cool, as we progress here. Okay, but anyway, that's the keyword valuation formula. And then check the competitiveness. And this is explained on page 25 of the affiliate marketing cheat sheet here. So let me just scroll down here, get to page 25. Competition analysis. Okay, so you can find everything you need in here about how to actually analyze the competition and what is okay and what's too expensive, so on and so forth. Okay. And then the next steps are simply to buy a domain name, get your content, build your website. And by the way, we've got premium WordPress themes available inside Blueprint Pro. Let me just show you where they are. Let me hit the back button here. And they are actually in the archive. So what we'll do is we come to the archive, and then we can come to building websites.
Aiden, they are in the
here
tools
you've got
area.
35 premium. What's that? Sorry, Chris?
They are in the tools area on the
Oh, okay, cool.
site.
All right, great. So thanks for that. So let's just go back here. They are in tools and software, and come down here. Here we go. WordPress plugins and tools, and you've got premium WordPress themes. So there you go. That's where you can get it. Thanks for that, Chris. Feel free to chime in if you see anything else as well. But anyway, you can use those themes. They're premium themes. They're available to you. You don't have to pay anything for them. They've got SEO things built into them. But check your on-page SEO. Roll out off-page SEO plan. And by the way, the off-page SEO stuff is from page 52 onwards. So we literally walk you through step by step how to build an affiliate marketing business in that affiliate marketing cheat sheet. All right, so that basically rounds out where we are at with this. I want to bring Chris on now because he is going to actually talk us through. He's been helping us a lot with the development of Keyword Blaze, and he's actually going to be able to show you how this all works, and maybe even give a live demo or at least show you some screenshots. So we are pretty excited about this. Okay, so Chris, do you want to just do you want me to give you the screen and you can show your screen and we can talk through this a little bit? Yep. Okay. I'm going to make you a presenter, and you should get a little pop-up that will appear asking if you can show your screen. Just click yes on there, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so
So can you see my screen here?
Yep, and I can hear you loud and clear as well there. So.
All right, so so Keyword Blaze will be. I'm just building the page right now, so people will be able to download it very shortly. So basically, what you do is you log in or you download it first, similar to CrowdForce, and it runs on Adobe Air, and you log in using your regular credentials, and just start playing with it. So what I was doing is looking at the screen here. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger here. Could probably even just go through as I have the software up right here, so everyone can see this.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So I chose golf as a product. So I was doing my test product here. So all you do is just click this. It'll open it up. So I did find 1,400 keywords. I shortlisted 36 of them and found all these. So I'll go through all this. So project settings. So you just type in your project name, so golf, a URL if you want to. This is where your keyword file will be saved. So I have it right there. You could choose different countries for where you want your keywords.
Generally speaking, we would leave that on all countries, wouldn't we, Chris?
Yeah. That's what I would do. Yeah, and all I put in is golf and golf training. I originally put in golf, and looking through it, I thought, okay, well, golf training would be a good niche, and it came back with about 8 keywords having to do with golf training. So you just typed in golf training, and then it came back with a whole pile more. So it's based on the Google AdWords keyword tool is where they get the information from. So let's go there right now. Then you press save and fetch keyword ideas. So this is the huge list. So it's 1,400 records using those 2 keywords. And what you do is you just start going through them. I usually go by monthly searches. I think it'll first put it down, so now you just put it back up. So what it'll do is it'll show the keywords. So obviously the word golf would have the most searches, so 823,000 searches a month. This would be the trend per month. So if you hover over it, you'll see the actual searches.
So one of the things that we talk about in the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet is looking at trends, and you can actually see this inside Keyword Blaze too. So we're kind of getting all the information you need and putting it in one place for you there. So that's an interesting little addition in this tool.
Yeah, and CPC would be the earnings per click if you were going to use Google AdWords, if you're going to bid on that keyword. So it shows that the higher the amount, basically the more money that people are making off that keyword. So the word golf is a little lower than others because it's more of a general keyword. People wouldn't really, or they would click on it, but they wouldn't make as many sales because it's not really a niche keyword.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously not related to golf, but Volkswagen golf would be a lot higher because people would actually be searching for, Volkswagen golf to.
And just another thing to elaborate on that a little bit, those the values, the CPC, cost per click values, that's a direct indicator of commercial intent for each keyword.
Yes.
And even if it doesn't have massive commercial intent, and even if it was a keyword like PGA leaderboard, like the second one there, that could still be interesting for an AdSense website because that's something that you could update from time to time and probably get rankings for relatively easily. You could potentially make a lot of money. I mean, there's definitely a lot of traffic going to that. So you got to think outside the square a little bit when you're doing all this. But anyway, I'll let you continue, Chris.
Yeah. So as I said before, I wanted to look at golf training. So what you can do is filter the results, and it'll do it in real time. I'll just be a bit of a lag here. Chugga. So now it's gone down to 110 records. So when I first, as I said before, when I first typed in golf, it came up with about 20. So then I did the actual keyword search for golf training, came up with an extra 110. So what you do is you just start favoring the ones that you want to look at the competition for. And you could also export all these keywords as well. So as a CSV or an Excel file. So you can look at that later. But as you can see here, the CPC values are a lot higher because now we're getting into a more niche area of golf. And there's all the searches. So as he was talking about before, that if you have a search of 5,000 visitors per month, you guarantee pretty well almost, was it $150 a month?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. So if you rank in the top 10 for golf training age, you can potentially get that much.
Yep.
Yeah, and the competition as well. The higher the number, the more competitive websites will be in there. So 100 is the maximum. So this would actually be a very competitive niche to get into, or at least trying to rank for this. But as you go through these numbers, you can try to find some, maybe even a sub-niche of golf training to build your site around.
Yeah, and that one PGA leaderboard had a competition of about 4. So
right.
That would indicate very low competition, because most people are not thinking about how they could use that keyword, but it would be great for AdSense or even for selling other golf products, because anyone going to find out what the PGA leaderboard is going to be pretty interested in buying golf products as well. So think outside the square a little bit about those.
Right, and the competition I look for is probably 50. 50 is probably about the highest, maybe 60 I would go for.
Yeah.
Anything higher than that I probably wouldn't. All right, so I shortlisted these keywords. Oh, yeah.
By the way, guys, just so everyone knows, Chris is an expert in affiliate marketing. He's been doing affiliate marketing for years now, and he's one of the people that we go to when we need to find out about what's current, what's working as well. So that's why we really have him facilitating with the development of this tool, because it is very much something that will work for affiliate marketing projects as well. Just in case you were wondering. About Chris's background. But anyway, I'll let you continue, Chris.
Yeah, it's actually my 10th year now.
Oh, wow.
2005 I started.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. So I shortlisted these keywords. Actually, this would be a good one, too. Okay, that's 91, maybe not. But anyway. Okay, so I shortlisted these keywords previously. So now you can see them all here. And all you do is, maybe it's the next page. Common competitors. Okay, no, actually there's one screen. Competitors, there's one screen that I'm missing here. Maybe it's in keyword ideas. Spare me for 1 minute. Blow this up a bit.
Otherwise, we can always do it on the
yeah.
We've also got screenshots as well.
Yeah, there's supposed to be buttons here saying to fetch the competitors for this keyword. So that's something I'm gonna have to
fetch common competitors down the bottom left there.
Oh, there we go. Yes. That'll take a while to do. No, there was also a. Must have been this screen. Oh, there it is. Yeah. No, sorry, it was this screen. Okay, so yeah, so you fetch the common competitors, and this is the screen that'll come up. So I found 109 records. So 109 common competitors are ranking for those keywords that you shortlisted. So as you can see here, this one is position number 7 and 8 for these terms. This competitor is number 16 and number 14 for these terms, and so on and so forth. So it'll just keep going down. So once you do that, then you could actually start fetching the backlinks. And I won't do that now, as it takes a little bit, not too long, maybe a minute or so. But for these ones, I've already fetched the backlinks. Also, it fetches the actual page, so this is why you'll see 0 links. It doesn't fetch the entire site, it just fetches this page. Yep. So that's why this one is the home page, so now that's why it'll show so many links. This one as well.
And this, by the way, guys, is it does work on a Mac and a PC. It's on Adobe Air, and this kind of information is vital. It's critical information when you're doing the research and building your website, and you'll find out exactly why this is when you're going through the affiliate marketing cashflow cheat sheet. But also not just for that. I mean, you can use this when you're doing research for white label products as well, or e-commerce products, or anything else. So just think a little bit outside the square. It's not just for affiliate marketing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so I talk about these in the affiliate cheat sheet. You could learn about these. But the external links we talked about, the Moz rank, this would sort of be the replacement for the Google page rank. So it's a scale out of 10. So anything over a 3 would be pretty good. So you can say this is 5 and 6. It's sort of like the Richter scale. So a 6 would be 10 times as powerful as a 5. So this is probably a pretty competitive website here. domain authority would be also out of 100, and that's the home page, and that's based on how many backlinks are linking to the home page. And then 49 would be the page authority. So this would be home.html or something like that. It would analyze all the backlinks going to that site as well. So usually these numbers should be similar if it's the home page. But as you can see for here, for inthewholegolf.com, domain authority would be 42, and this actual page would be 22.
Yep. And by the way, if anyone has questions about this, we can always discuss it in the private Facebook group that you guys have got access to as well, and there's a link for that in the members area. So because you're the only one that are using, you guys are the only ones that have access to this tool, so we can discuss it there.
Yeah. So you just choose which ones you want to do, and you can fetch the backlinks, and then you can view them and also download them. Oh, I have to fetch them there. Press the wrong one. Let's find ones I did do. So fetch the backlinks right there.
Yeah. And the reason that we're looking for common backlinks is because if several of the top ranking websites in Google have all got a link on the same page, then we can kind of take from that that's pretty darn important that we get a link on that page as well. So that's why we're looking for these common things. And yeah, so there might be still a couple of tiny little glitches in here because it is very, very new, but we've got new features that we're going to be rolling out here as well, new exciting features, and we're working on it all the time. So if you do find any little glitches, just bear with us. We wanted to get it out to everyone. It is working.
Yeah, one thing, because since I create affiliate sites all the time, I think a really good thing would be to actually take all these backlink sheets and combine them into one huge report, and then you would have thousands of backlinks that you could look at and take the most powerful ones and try to get backlinks on those sites as well. But this is also how the common backlinks look. So what it is when you fetch all these backlinks, it'll all go into a central database or into that file that's saved on your hard drive, and it'll quickly analyze and see which sites have the same links, the same backlinks. And in this case, like I have about 1,000 links, I guess, that I've fetched so far, maybe a little more than that.
Yep.
And out of all that, there's 16 sites or 16 backlinks that a whole bunch of other websites have as well.
Yeah. These would be the ones that you would put on your hit list to begin with. Yeah. So if you were doing a bit of search engine optimization, I mean, you've got the first 16 that you need to go for right there. And just because a lot of other sites have already got these backlinks, there's probably a fairly good chance, possibility that you could get them as well. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and if you can't get them, you could analyze the page itself and look for something similar in CrowdForce, something with similar some similar metric numbers.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Actually, this tool works in brilliant conjunction with CrowdForce because I mean they both complement one another. They're both very different, but yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, and then you could export the data as well. So that's the gist of it.
And that's going to be available in the members area in the next 24 hours, right?
Actually, next hour, yeah.
The next hour, okay.
Yeah,
so
all set up.
Great, okay, so brilliant. So you're going to be able to download this within the next hour and start playing with it. And we look forward to hearing your feedback. I think that pretty much wraps up the content that we had. Unless you had anything else that you wanted to add, Chris, we can start taking some questions.
Yeah, I'll switch the screen back to you.
Yep. So if you just right-click on my name and say Make Presenter, and we can do it. So the replay is usually available within 24 hours on the members site. And I'm going to show my screen here. So people should be able to see. You should be able to see my screen again now, guys. And we're just going to get into question and answer. So if you have a question about this, if you're starting from scratch and you just want more clarification about something, if you've got a question about the keyword tool, anything at all, now's the time you can ask it. Both Chris and I are here and available for you. So just dive in. So when will the webinar be available on the member site? Normally we aim to do it within 24 hours. And Chris, by the way, if you see any questions that you want to take, just feel free to jump in.
Yeah, totally.
Can we give a quick review of what Crowdforce is good for? Crowdforce is designed to drive you traffic. Okay, so it's about identifying sources of traffic that you can tap into and drive to your website. We've got lots and lots of videos available in the members area showing you how to do it. If you come to this page about Crowdforce, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of different training videos there, and you can just go through these. And in fact, in that first one, you'll see how I was able to identify pretty powerful opportunities in just a matter of a few minutes. So that, for you, Jim, is probably the place to go to find out more. Would it be possible to get a step-by-step checklist for using Keyword Blaze 2.0? I think that's a pretty good idea, Chris. What do you think?
Yeah, I can do that.
We can do that. Don't search engines require new articles regularly? It depends what you're doing. I mean, I don't know about you, Chris, but we've got websites which are completely hands-off and they've still maintained their ranking without having new content. What have you seen?
Yeah, I have 5 sites I haven't updated in 2 years, and they're still chugging along, making the same amount of money. And I have another site which is doing about $2,000 a month, and I add maybe 2 articles every 3 months, 2 new articles, just to keep them on top.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. The common backlinks Chris located, are those links to be used on our niche site using the keyword? You're going to want to vary the keyword around, Toby, so you won't always use the same target keyword. We like to vary it massively these days. But, I mean, ultimately what those common backlinks are used for is just you're identifying places where you can also get a good quality backlink, and a backlink which is kind of proven to be in good stead with Google, because a lot of these other top ranking websites have got it.
Joseph asked a question, why do you, if keywords with 100 competition say you only want a maximum of 50, you could filter that out. So I did a bit of filtering for the for looking at golf tips, so to filter out anything else. You could also filter by a whole bunch of other metrics.
Yeah, we're really just touching the surface of what's possible here. So, I mean, there's a lot that you can do. We just wanted to give you a quick demo. How would you go about picking a white label product to sell on Amazon? This is a bit of a different question, but we can definitely take it. So what I like to do, and different people have got different methods, but what I like to do is just come into Amazon, go to the full store directory, and just start browsing around. So let's say sports collectibles. I've never ever looked in this category before, but I would just start looking. Okay, so I might, I might just browse around and see what we've got here. And this is probably a bad one, bad category to look in, but let's just have a look here. Equipment, travel bags, or flags and maybe flags and banners. Flags and banners. What we ultimately look for is proven products that are selling well, that we can make a profit on. So this one here is selling for $15. It's probably very, very cheap, and it's got a bestseller ranking of 74,000. We would like to see bestseller ranking the top 15,000, and we want to see several products that are selling well for that. So we can't get into massive detail about that right now, but we do have a white label cash flow cheat sheet in the works, and it's going to be available in a couple of months' time. And Simon says that this tool looks interesting, looks like it does a few things Market Samurai doesn't do. Yep. What else have we got here? Could the Blueprint Pro members have an arrangement to review Kindle books for other members? I think that's a brilliant idea, Stephen, and what we've been recommending is that if you've got something that you want reviewed, just put it in the Blueprint Pro Facebook page, because I mean, it's a private Facebook page, and it's going to be easy for you to get reviews there. Okay.
Yeah, I believe Kevin did one of those yesterday, Kevin Morris.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So there's already someone
perfectly fine.
Yep, in the Blueprint Pro group, and what comes around goes around. So if you want someone to review yours, then you should start reviewing other people's as well. Where would you find the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet? So in the members area, if we just come back to the home page here, you'll see cash flow cheat sheets, and it's inside here. You can get it from there. And is there a detailed keyword research process in the members area? No, but we will, well, I mean there is inside the affiliate marketing cash flow cheat sheet there is, and also inside Authority Hybrid Elite there is as well. But we will create kind of like a step by, kind of like a 20-step or checklist for you to go through when you're using the keyword tool, which should take care of that.
Yeah.
How do you get access to the Facebook group? So in the members area there is a button, Facebook group, this one down here. Just click on that, and you need to request access, and we will approve you so you can participate. For local SEM, do you target businesses that are not online or those that are online? We target, normally, we're talking about targeting businesses that are not online. How have you done that? I know you've done quite a bit of this as well, Chris. Like what is? Have you
actually, for me, it's all been word of mouth. I've actually had to turn down about a dozen people just because I want to concentrate on white label and more affiliate marketing. But yeah, you could also, the people I have worked with either haven't been online or they went through Fiverr and got 500 links and realized that didn't work very well, so so they contacted me.
Yep, this is a classic case where as soon as people find out what you do, I mean, word of mouth is going to spread like wildfire, because they're going to talk to their friends, they're going to talk to their friends, and they're going to be saying, oh wow, I've got these new Google rankings, I'm getting people coming to my website, I'm getting these amazing statistics, and before you know it, you'll have more work than you can handle. It is really like that. Is how to use Authority Hybrid explained somewhere. Use Authority Hybrid Elite if you're going to do that. It's in the archive section in the money making. And yeah, I mean, you literally just, it's very, very self-explanatory. Come in here, money making systems.
What I could do is I could put a link in the same page as the affiliate marketing cheat sheet.
Yeah, okay, why not? Use the affiliate marketing cheat sheet as the main guide, because that is the most up-to-date, comprehensive training.
And the cheat sheet is based on the Authority Hybrid Elite as well.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Sorry, Vicky, I just don't know what, as an affiliate marketing with Kindle, I'm just not sure what you're referring to there.
Oh, I can answer that. Oh, she's talking about what should she concentrate on first. So I would say Kindle would be easier to get into. Yeah. So affiliate marketing does take a few months to start generating income, whereas in Kindle, once you write the book and put it on Amazon, you can start getting money immediately.
Yeah. I guess it also comes back, if we have a look at those pros and cons, it kind of does depend a little bit on your situation. So affiliate marketing has got a higher income earning potential, and it's got a few different pros and cons to what Kindle's got. So you're going to get these slides and obviously a replay, and you could just work through them and have a look at what you think is going to be most viable for you. But if you just want money coming in very, very quickly, then Kindle's a great option. And by the way, that's another thing that we have available for you is in the bonus section of the members area, you've got a few other things as well. And one of them is how to get to $97 per month in 60 days. So it's obviously a very, very small number, but if you just want to get to $97 per month in the next 60 days so that you're at least covering the cost of the Blueprint Pro membership, then there's a Kindle guide in there that may be interesting for you as well.
Plus it's a great morale boost.
Yeah, yep. nothing quite like getting the money coming in. I'm not sure about that one, Mike. It might be a good question for the Facebook page, though. And Vicky saying she's already got a couple of Kindle titles. If you need more reviews, then consider using the Facebook group. I mean, honestly, it's going to be an easy place to get reviews. Do Kindle books lose rankings over time, or could we manipulate the reviews when sales go down? Yep, when sales go down, just get a few more reviews. I mean, that's quite easy, and also you can run promotions as well. If you're in KDP Select, you can run promotions, and we cover all of that in the Kindle Cashflow cheat sheet.
A lot of the Amazon rankings are based on velocity, so the more you sell per day, the higher your ranking will go. So if you start selling less, then your ranking will go down. It's part of the algorithm that Amazon has.
So Vicky, different Vicky, is saying, I have an Amazon business generating money. Should I also do affiliate marketing and then incorporate white label? Does this seem feasible? I think it probably depends on your specific situation. If you've already got an Amazon business making money, and if it's a white label business, then for you it may be easier just to scale what you're already working on. The whole thing about internet marketing is it really pays to make it as simple as possible. So break it down to its bare bones. If you're already on something that's working for you, then just see if you can rinse and repeat that instead of learning something all over again, something new. That would be my advice. I don't know if you've got a different opinion there or not, Chris, but that would be my advice.
Yeah, I guess it's also your business or your organization. Like I tried this a couple of years ago, even before I met you, where I got way overstretched on too many projects, and I had sort of that analysis paralysis thing going on. Yeah. So it all depends on how focused and disciplined your day is.
Yeah. John, you can get Authority Hybrid Elite. I showed you where that was in the archive, so that would be the one that you want to get. We can make Authority Hybrid available in there as well, that's no issue, but Authority Hybrid Elite is more up to date. So what kind of books are best to start with if starting in Kindle? What I would recommend you do for that one, TJ, is just download the Cashflow cheat sheet, because it walks you through everything. There's a Kindle Cashflow cheat sheet, which I may be able to open up here, and literally it walks you through everything. So, yep, you're welcome, John, no worries. Just seeing if there's any other questions. Chief for AdSense, not yet, maybe in the future, but you know, right now we're kind of focusing on the things that are going to get you money coming in the fastest and give you the most bang for your buck. So Kindle and affiliate marketing were kind of no-brainers to begin with. We've got Fiverr coming up next, and that we've made quite a lot of progress on that already, and it's going to be released in the next 30 to 60 days, and you'll have that available. And then we might be looking at white label or local SEM, but we're doing what's going to give you the most bang for your buck.
Also with AdSense, you could use the affiliate marketing cheat sheet, just replace affiliate marketing with Google AdSense ads.
Yep.
It's not really that much different.
We could make Authority Hybrid available as well. I didn't see it in that money-making section, Chris, but we could definitely add it in there. And I mean that there walks you through how we made this site, which is all about AdSense. So that's probably as good as any cheat sheet that you'll find.
Yep.
What else have we got? Does the cheat sheet have info about pen names? Yes, it does. And if you've got any other questions about that, you can always put them on the Facebook page. The cheat sheet goes into way more detail than we've covered here today. It's about 100 pages long. Okay, so yeah. With these combinations, is it possible to have a six-figure business within 12 months? Absolutely. I mean, just with affiliate marketing, you could have a six-figure business within 12 months if you set your minds to it. And what we were kind of saying here was, if you don't have a plan, then consider doing kind of a 1-2 combo of affiliate marketing with white label. And the white label Cashflow cheat sheet is not available yet, but it is going to be available. So, that's one thing to consider, Tom.
Another thing to do is do an authority or do a website based on the affiliate model, but also create Kindle books and promote them from your site as well.
Yep. Absolutely, and in fact, that's one thing that we actually did, Chris, on the CDL Training Hub website. So we've got a couple of books about CDL training, and this link up here actually goes to those books. I think we've got a link on some of the pages as well. I'm not sure, but anyway, these links up here go to the book that we've got available on Amazon, and that makes a few sales as well. It's not like an avalanche of sales, but it all adds up.
Mm-hmm.
Will Keyword Blaze 2 have a feature giving ideas for content based on traffic? Well, I mean, it kind of does that. It gives you keywords which you can build content around. I'm not sure if I've answered your question, but...
I think look for the keywords that get the most traffic, I guess.
Yeah, and it does give you that.
Yeah, but you still have to come up with your own keyword research. So just put a couple seed keywords in and see what comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, and now let's saying that Steve talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, we've been going here for 1 hour and 25 minutes. The questions seem to be drying up now. Does anyone have any last-minute questions before we wrap this up? And actually, let me ask you a question. Are you excited about the Keyword Blaze 2.0? Just type in the chat box what you think about that. I know we are really excited about it. I mean, we're using it in our business right now, and a lot of hard work, time and money has gone into it. So hopefully you're pretty excited about it. I mean, again, it is something that is only available. It is something that's only available for Blueprint Pro members. Roy, you can download these slides and the replay of this. It's going to be available in the next 24 hours. And by the way, guys, really appreciate your feedback. So loads of people are typing in here. We've had a really good turnout today. Let's see. Chris will be joining us in the future. So Chris is working very closely with us on a whole bunch of different projects. He's kind of our resident expert, I guess, on lots of things online. So yep, he'll be with us in the future. Are there instructions for Keyword Blaze? We will be getting those out. Right now, though, we've just got, we just wanted to make this available to, we wanted to make the software to you, available to you as quickly as we could. And lots of people saying thank you to you, Chris, so that's awesome.
Hey, welcome.
Do you recommend Shopify for drop shipping? Yep, I think that's a good idea. All right, guys. Well, I think this questions have dried up. So thanks for everyone who's turned out here. Hopefully you've got some good value from this, and we've got lots more exciting things coming your way in the next few months. We've got new tools in development, which we can't reveal just yet. They're kind of top secret under the radar right now, but we do have new tools in development. We've got new cash flow cheat sheets in development. The Facebook group is becoming more and more active. If you're not involved in that, get involved in it. Because it's a great community. We've got more how-to library things coming here as well. You can see a whole bunch of them are lined up here. So this is a membership area that's dynamic, it's growing, and we're building on what you want. Okay, so again, guys, thank you so much for joining us here. We're signing out now, and we'll have this available to you very soon. See you next time.
Take care.